Julie, you had a question?
The only thing that I had to say is that I did take her to the school of the Church of the Covenant, and it's free. So there's no excuses, because actually all these kids are older. Amber started going in about the third or the fourth grade. That's why she, wasn't aware of it. But it is free. All of the teachers and all the students volunteer. And if you can't really learn from one person, you can change and maybe get someone else if you're having any kind of conflict.
And if you start going now, and let's say you in the 9th grade or the 10th grade, 10th, 11th, 12th, keep going for 3 years, they'll give you a scholarship. No matter how many years you go. Like, if you go for, I've been going for like 6 years, they might give me a $6,000 scholarship. With like for every year you go, you get a scholarship when you're in the 12th grade. So 1 year, $1,000 scholarship. It's not much compared to college cost, but it's something.
So. It helps with books or room and board and that kind of stuff. One thing I would suggest, I know for me, when I was studying for tests, like say if it was, a lot of y'all say social studies may be a problem, try outlines. Outlines is real good because it helps you get control of the main points. Because a lot of times you get a lot of extra details, in the information and that sort of thing. You might want to try like outlining the subject matter that you're working on, or even flashcards. We used to do that with vocabulary words or math formulas, different things like that. We would put, it on flashcards and kind of test each other. And I know I had a huge problem with math. So one thing that I would do before a math test was I would remember all of the formulas. So when you go in and sit down to take the test, the first thing you do is write your formulas out. Because if you got your formulas there in front of you, you can constantly refer back to it.
And you just plug the numbers in there, and you will understand.
Is that like if you have notes, like me, I do this on all my tests. Like I just took a earth science test the other day, and I never remember formulas. So what I did was I studied like a good hour before my class, all the formulas, and as soon as we got that scrap sheet paper, I just wrote them down in a hurry and wrote all the notes down in a hurry. And he's like, "Are you cheating?" I'm like, "No, I'm just writing down my notes so I don't forget them." And I passed the test because I just like you remember it, even if you can only retain it for like a minute. As soon as you get that scrap paper, just write it so you won't forget it. So, because I promise you, when you read it and you keep reading, you're gonna be like, "What was that again?" And on the OGT, I don't know if y'all know this, but a lot of the answers to some of them were the answers to the other ones in the book. So you can work off that too. And like with science, I came back to the math because I knew I had formulas in there that specifically were about the science questions that I was given. So that also helps.
Another thing I would suggest too is when you sit down and take the test, do the problems you know first. If it's a problem, if it's a test, if it's an item on the test that you're having a problem